Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with a new topic that is policies, programs and schemes for women empowerment in India, which comes under the course code B.Ed 210, that is gender, school and society. But before that, a brief introduction about myself. I, Tanuja Pathak, student teacher of Army Institute of Education, Greater Noida from batch 2019-21. I would like to start the topic with a very powerful quote. A strong woman stands up for herself, but a stronger woman stands up for everything else. With this, I would like to define what is woman empowerment. Woman empowerment can be defined as a process which allows women to take her own decision, to provide fair law and right without gender bias. No doubt that the empowerment of women is nation's empowerment. So now I would like to focus on the condition or the progress in making women empowered in India. India is the land of customs, tradition and practices which have been developed through centuries to centuries. We worship female goddesses, give importance and respect to our mothers, daughters, sisters, wives, friends, etc. But at the same time, we cannot ignore the patriarchal system of our society and male superiority. So, in this, Constitution of India plays an important role as principles of gender equality are enshrined in our Constitution. The Constitution of India not only grants equality to women but also empower the state to adopt measures of positive discrimination in favor of women. Bharat Ratna Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar rightfully deserve the credit for enshrining women empowerment in the Constitution of India. The Constitution carries several clauses and sections that eliminate ambiguity over status of women. Now, I would like to draw your attention towards few policies, schemes and programs that are made for empowering women in India. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme. It is a campaign of the Government of India that aims to generate awareness and improve the efficiency of welfare services intended for girls in India. This scheme was launched in the year 2015. The main objectives of these schemes are to prevent gender biased sex selective elimination, to ensure survival and protection of the girl child, to ensure education and participation of the girl child. As education is the basic right of every individual, no matter what is the gender. But in India, today also the female gender is treated as unequal. So, these schemes help the girl child to meet her basic education needs. One Stop Center Scheme. This scheme provides an integrated range of services include medical aid, police assistance, legal aid or case management, psychosocial counseling, and temporary support services. Women in distress can reach the center physically or over the phone. This scheme was launched in 2015. The main need for this scheme is as in India, the gender based violence has many manifestations like domestic and sexual violence, including rape, harmful practices such as dowry, honor killing, acid attack, witch hunting, sexual harassment, child sexual abuse, trafficking for commercial sexual exploitation, child marriage, sex selective abortion, sati, etc. The main objectives of this scheme is to provide support and assistance to women affected by violence both in private and public space. The other objective is to facilitate or assist in filing first information report. This scheme also provides psychosocial support and counseling to women or girls. Women Helpline Scheme. The scheme of Women Helpline is intended to provide 24 into 7 immediate and emergency response to women affected by violence across country through a single uniform number. This scheme was launched in 2016 and the main objective of the schemes are to provide toll-free 24 hours telecom service to women affected by violence, to facilitate crisis and non-crisis interventions through a referral to the appropriate agencies such as police, hospitals, ambulance services, district legal service authority, protection officer, etc. To provide information about appropriate support services, government schemes, programs available to women affected by violence in her particular situation within the local area in which she resides or is employed. Ujjwala. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is a scheme of the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas for providing LPG connection to women from below poverty line households. This scheme was launched in 2016 and the main objective of the scheme is to prevent the trafficking of women and children for commercial sexual exploitation, to facilitate the rescue of victims from the place of their exploitation and place them in safe custody, to provide rehabilitation services with both immediate and long term to the victims by providing basic needs such as shelter, food, clothing, medical treatment, including counseling, legal aid, and guidance of vocational training. Sudhar Greh. The Ministry of Women and Child Development implements two shelter based schemes, namely Sudhar and Short Stay, home for providing emergency outreach service to women in difficult circumstances who do not have societal or family support or independent means of income. Vocational training is imparted to the beneficiaries with a view to rehabilitate them. This scheme was launched in 2018, and the main objectives of the scheme are to cater to the primary need for shelter, food, clothing, medical treatment, and care of women in distress, and to provide women with legal aid and guidance. Nari Sakti Puruskar. This is an annual award given by the Ministry of Women and Child Development of the Government of India to individual women or to an institution that works towards the cause of women empowerment. This scheme was launched in 2016. The main objectives are as follows. The main objective is to strengthen the place of women in society, to facilitate institutions that works towards the progress and development of women in society. Mahila Shakti Kendras. Government of India has approved a scheme namely Pradhan Mantri Mahila Shakti Kendras MSK for 2017 and 18 up to 2019 and 20 to empower rural women through community participation and to create an environment in which they realize their full potential. The year of commencement of this scheme is 2017, and the main objectives of this schemes are to create an environment for women where they have access to healthcare, quality education, guidance, employment, etc., and to facilitate these opportunities at the block and district level in the country. Nirbhaya. This scheme is basically a fund announced by Government of India in 2013 Union Budget. According to the Finance Minister, this fund is expected to support initiatives by the government and NGOs working towards protecting dignity and assuring safety of women in India. The main objectives of this scheme is to facilitate safety and security for women at various levels, to ensure strict privacy and confidentiality of women's identity and information, provision for real-time intervention as far as possible. Mahila e-Heart. It is a unique direct online marketing platform to support women entrepreneurship. SHGS NGOs launched on 17th of March in 2016. The USP of this online marketing platform is facilitating direct contact between the vendor and the buyer. The main objectives of this scheme is to facilitate entrepreneurship opportunities online for women and to educate women on various aspects of online selling and helping them to establish their own venture. So now I would like to conclude my topic. As the government of India has taken the safety and the empowerment of women and children into a serious consideration, the growing injustice towards women had to be minimized, and these schemes are the solution to the major problem related to women in India. In the wake of women empowerment, the situation has finally changed, and the government is bringing in more such schemes for the welfare of women. All these efforts by the government act as a stepping stone to the growth and success of women in India. So, in this video, we have studied about various program, policy, schemes for women empowerment in India. I hope I was able to cover all the points. Thank you for your patience listening.